everyone, and welcome to Mr.MoFranchise. It's week 14 as the Jaguars will be hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. This week I rolled a 6, so I will be playing a 7-minute full game. As far as the effects for winning this week, I rolled a 3, so winning or losing will affect the player's approval by a plus or minus 15. As far as the scouting and the random event goes, I'm going to go ahead and show you what happened, and then I'm going to show you some footage of that. I had 11 successes for scouting this week, and so I focused on looking at linebackers, cornerbacks in the late round, and I did dabble a little bit with some more halfbacks. As far as the week 14 random event, it says tragic car accident. Randomly roll to select a player in your roster. The player was involved in a serious car accident. Roll another die. And on that result, the player died in the accident. Change the player to a punter. Make sure his stats are so bad no one would sign him. Then cut the player. Or an even number. The player survived but is out for D12 games this season. So when I rolled for who it was Ethan Cooper, our third string lineman. And unfortunately for Ethan Cooper, he did die in the car accident. Here we see the image of the car accident. It was a brutal accident. And our condolences go out to Ethan Cooper and his family. This is a tragic loss for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the game will be dedicated to Ethan Cooper and his family. We will be playing with heavy hearts in this game. Alright, so here we are. It's the Los Angeles Chargers going to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. The Jaguars coming off a week where a lot of sadness occurred. The loss of their player, Ethan Cooper, in the car accident. There's been a lot of talk in the news about how the team has dealt with it. They tried to have normal practices as much as they could this week, but a lot of the players were very close with Ethan Cooper. And the game must go on. So here we are, opening kickoff. Chargers will take the touchback at the 25. Chargers are led by, surprisingly, not Justin Herbert. They've decided to go with the veteran Brock Osweiler, who'll be getting the start today. And you'll notice in the season, 19 touchdowns to 9 interceptions is not a bad way to go. 1st and 10 from the 25. Jaguars would love to have 19 touchdowns and 9 interceptions for their quarterback. There's a short gain for the Chargers on 1st down. That carry was by Austin Eckler. Let's look at the offensive line for the Chargers. Led up front by the center, Mike Pouncey. And skill positions, very talented wide receiving core led by Keenan Allen. 2nd down, and there we have a sack. On 2nd down by Taven Bryan, picks up the sack. Nicely done by the Jaguars defense, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 13. Let's take a look at the replay. Brock Osweiler draws back the pass, but he didn't have any time as Taven Bryan was in right away. Good penetration there to force the Chargers into 3rd and long. Osweiler back to pass. He throws out to the flat, but that's going to be incomplete. That was also thrown to Eckler, and that's going to force the Chargers to punt. Good series there for the Jaguars defense. The punter for the Chargers, which is Matt Bashir, gets off the punt, and that's going to bring in the first possession for the Jaguars, led by Gardner Minshew with that 9 touchdown to 20 interception ratio. Clearly the Jaguars have some work to do with their quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 27. First play is going to be a play-action pass. Minshew throws across the middle. That's batted down by the linebacker for the Chargers. But a pass interference call is going to give the Jaguars a 1st down. There's a break for the Jaguars. 1st down for the 46. Minshew back to pass. He's going to get it off, and then it's going to be caught by DJ Chark. And he's going to take it all the way down to the 6-yard line. Minshew did a great job getting that pass off right before the sack. He did pay the price with a hit, but he saw the open receiver in Chark. Let's watch the replay. He does take the brutal hit there by Bosa, but it does pay off, and Shark takes it all the way down to the 6-yard line. What a great first play for the Jaguars on play action. First and goal from the 6. Minshew back to pass, and he is going to be sacked this time by Bosa. Didn't get away from that, and it's going to bring up second and goal, as Bosa is a force to be reckoned with for this Jaguars offensive line. We'll dump off to LaVisca Chenault, and that's going to be taken for a 7-yard gain down to the 4. And that's going to make it third and goal from the 4. Minshew, play action, and he is going to be sacked once again by Bosa. That is Joey Bosa's second sack of the day, and now he is in the zone, and he looks fired up, and that's going to force the Jaguars into a field goal opportunity. Here is the replay. Bosa comes down hard. Once again, he was not buying the play action, and he meets Gardner Minshew up close and personal for the second time today. Matthew McCrane is true as always, and that gives the Jaguars a 3-0 lead. After the touchback off the kickoff, Chargers start once again from their own 25. Nice play there to Hunter Henry, the reliable tight end for the Chargers, and that's going to be a 6-yard pickup. Second and 4. Austin Eckler gets the first down and more, all the way up to the 42-yard line. Nice run there by Austin Eckler. Good blocking by the Chargers offensive line. First and 10. That's a delayed handoff. Austin Eckler, he's got at least, he breaks a couple tackles and gets a pickup of probably 8 yards. Here we see the stat line for Austin Eckler last week. 1 touchdown with 58 yards on 16 carries. They're going to spot it with the 9-yard give. And Eckler picks up the first down. Takes the Chargers across midfield. First and 10 for Osweiler. Under center. He hands it off. That give was to Doug Martin, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer. He picks up a couple yards there. And here we see the Jaguars defense that gave up the 3 yards there to Martin. They've done a good job this year. Their offense has put them into a lot of precarious situations, but I think overall the Jaguars defense has played above expectations. Second and 7. Handoff is once again to Doug Martin. And Martin picks up a couple more yards, and that's going to make it third and very manageable. Third and short. Quick bubble screen out to number 80, Pierre Garcon, former star of the Indianapolis Colts, and he's going to be kept short, and that's going to leave a long field goal opportunity perhaps. No, they're going to punt, and it's a fake punt. And the Jaguars sack. No, he breaks away from the sack, and now he's taken down. The Jaguars were not fooled on that fake punt. That was a good spot for the fake punt. A little too far maybe for the field goal, too short to punt it. But the Jaguars secondary and special teams was ready for that. And that really was a coverage sack on the fake. And that's going to give the Jaguars an excellent field position. Good awareness there by the Jaguars special teams to not fall for the fake punt. And here we see the AFC playoff picture. Neither of these teams really looks to play a factor this year in the playoffs. Really, this is just playing for pride and for draft positioning. First down and 10 for Minshew. Minshew looks to go deep, but he's going to be brought down. The third sack of the day by Joey Bosa, and we're not even through the first quarter yet. That is Bosa's 10th sack of the season, and he's gotten 30% of those sacks in this first quarter alone. Dump off here for Minshew. That was to one of his favorite targets, the tight end Oliver, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, where the Jaguars are winning this low-scoring game 3-0. Pick up the action. It's 3rd and 12 near midfield. Minshew back to pass. He's going to throw it, and that is going to be knocked down by the Chargers secondary. Nice play there by the Chargers on pass coverage, and that's going to force the Jaguars to punt. Let's see if Cook can pin the Chargers inside the 10. This kick is up, and it is going to be fair caught at the 13-yard line. And that's where the Chargers will set up their next possession. 1st and 10. Handoff is to Austin Eckler. And he's going to get very little gain there. 2nd and 9 for the Chargers offense. It's going to be a handoff once again to Austin Eckler. And once again, the Jaguars do a good job on run defense, forcing the Chargers into 3rd and 6. Osweiler in the shotgun. Scanning the field, and he's going to dump it across the middle. That's going to be a first down. Nice play there by the Chargers. That was to number 81, Mike Williams, for the first down. Chargers on first down. Dump off pass. A very short gain there to Pierre Garçon. 2nd and long. That was knocked down. Good play there by the Jaguars secondary to bat that ball down. 3rd and long. And the Jaguars secondary steps up once again to force the Chargers to punt. This Jaguars defense is playing awfully stout right now. And Zigbo is going to let that go into the end zone, and the Jaguars will pick up under 5 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter from the 20. Armstead getting very little running there on first down. That was his first carry of the day, and he found little to be gained. 2nd and 10 for the Jaguars offense. Shoot back to pass, and he is going to be met once again by Joey Bosa, who does the jig of happiness. He's got his 4th sack of the day, and we're still in the 2nd quarter. His 11th sack overall, and the 4th sack so far in this game by Joey Bosa. And no, we are not on a loop. That is 3rd and long, and Joey Bosa gets his 5th sack of the day. You did not hear that wrong. That is Joey Bosa's 5th sack in the first half alone. The Jaguars' offensive line just looks completely overwhelmed right now. Taylor, the 2nd round pick, just completely overmatched right now by Joey Bosa. And that's going to force the Jaguars to punt, because on 4th and 25, you clearly don't want to go for it. And that's going to give the Chargers great field position. They're already at the 46-yard line with just under 3.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Jaguars shut down Eckler on the first play. And that's going to force the Chargers into 2nd and 12. Probably a passing down. Osweiler under center. Just over 3 minutes to play. No, he's actually going to hand it off to Eckler. The Chargers catch the Jaguars off guard. Jaguars were clearly in pass coverage there, and Eckler picks up the first down. Nice play call there by the Chargers. 1st and 10 now in field goal range. Quick screen out, and that's going to get... In fact, that might lose some yards there to Keenan Allen. 2nd and 11 for the Chargers. Good awareness there by the Jaguars secondary. Dump off. Oh, and it breaks the tackle. Nice job there by Pierre Garçon, who looked like he was going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but he breaks 2 tackles and picks up the first down. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A low-scoring affair. Jaguars up 3-0. After the 2-minute warning, once again a pass to Pierre Garçon, who's having a good game so far for the Chargers. That's going to make it 2nd and short. First down catch there. Once again is up to Pierre Garçon, and that's going to be 1st and goal for the Chargers at the 2. It's play action. Osweiler scrambles, and he's brought down. Good sack there by the Jaguars. That play was made by Harrison. And the Chargers call timeout. It's 2nd and goal with a minute to play from the 12. Osweiler back to pass. Plenty of time. And that is knocked down by the Jaguars secondary. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal. Under a minute to play here in the first half. That pass is thrown, and that pass is caught. The slant to Keenan Allen. You have to watch their number 1 receiver on those plays. Hunter Henry and Keenan Allen are probably the targets you're going to be looking for. And the Jaguars, their first mistake so far on defense, giving up the touchdown pass to Keenan Allen. And that's going to give the Chargers a 7-3 lead as time is coming to a close here in the first half. The Chargers take the late lead here in the 2nd quarter. The Jaguars will have 3 timeouts and 52 seconds. It'll be interesting to see if the Jaguars come out aggressively here on offense or play it closer to the vest. Osweiler in shotgun, or Minshew in shotgun, throws, and that is fortunately not intercepted. That pass was to Johnson. Looked like it could have been intercepted by the Chargers. Fortunately, the Jaguars on a draw play, Matthew Days, and that's going to pick up a first down. Nice call there. And now the Jaguars will call timeout. 1st and 10 from 36. That draw play was a nice addition to their offense. And that pass is thrown to Oliver, who makes the catch and then takes a licking, but keeps on ticking. And now the Jaguars are going to hurry up offense, spike the ball. And that's going to leave it 2nd and 10 with 26 seconds left to go. Minshew looking to go deep, and that is caught. No, it's dropped. Laviska Shenault couldn't hold on, and that's going to give the Jaguars 3rd and 10 from midfield. It's going to be a draw play. Armstead picks up, it looks like 9 yards, and the timeout is made with 15 seconds to go, and the Jaguars are going to go for it from the 39 with 1 timeout remaining. Minshew looks like he's audibling at the line of scrimmage here. Although he's in his shotgun, he's audibling to the pass. Minshew is going to throw it. He's going to go for it all, and it's going to be... Is that a touchdown? They're going to call pass interference, and that's going to stop the clock with 10 seconds to go, and it's 1st and goal from the 1. Minshew under center. He's going to hand it off to the fullback, and he's going to be stopped cold, and that's going to make it 2nd and goal from the 3. The Jaguars out of timeouts, but they're going to line up in shotgun formation. Very risky call here with 7 seconds to go. You've got to go to the end zone or out of bounds. And shotgun throws, and that is caught! Matthew Days, the running back. One of the surprise successes of this Jaguars team this year is the ability of Matthew Days to get open on pass patterns. He has been far more effective catching the ball than running this year. And Matthew Days catches the touchdown pass. And incredibly, the Jaguars score a touchdown. So after a quarter and a half of no scoring, other than a field goal, both the Chargers and Jaguars put up a touchdown in the last 2 minutes. And the Jaguars have taken the lead with 4 seconds to go. And it looks like Cook is going to do a squib kick here. And that's going to be taken at the 30. And then taken to the 35-yard line, and there will be 1 second left. So the Chargers will have an opportunity here to go for the Hail Mary. Let's see what kind of arm strength Osweiler has. He's going to throw it up, and that is going to be incomplete, and that's going to take us to halftime, where the Jaguars, in a game dedicated to Ethan Cooper, number 68 jerseys are being shown all across the stadium. At halftime, there's going to be a presentation on the big screen where they're going to have a tribute to Ethan Cooper and his family. But as we go to halftime, the Jaguars lead 10-7. Looking around the league in action for the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans are having a terrible season at 2-9, but they are beating the Raiders right now. And a loss there for the Raiders will probably knock them out of any hopes of getting a wild card. And in the final game we're looking at against the Chiefs and Patriots, there, the Chiefs are defeating the Patriots currently late into the second quarter, 10-0. Mahomes having a solid game. Let's pick it up here in the second half. Chargers kicking off to the Jaguars. There's Ozigbo taking it back to the 25, 26, and all the way to the 30-yard line. Where the Jaguars will start the second half. 1st and 10, up by 3. First play is going to be handed off to Armstead, who gets very little room once again. He's been limited to 8 rushes, or 8 yards, on 3 carries. That's going to make it 2nd down and 11. Jaguars are going to hand it off again. Reichwell picks up a couple more yards that time. Much better run there. And that's going to make it 3rd and 7 for Minshew, who has 1 touchdown and no interceptions. That pass is, and as soon as I said it, it happened. There's the interception by the Chargers. Nice job there by the Chargers defense. That was Derwin James Jr., I believe, on the interception. He read Minshew's eyes, and that's going to give the Chargers already in possible field goal range. And handoff is to Austin Eckler. It looks like the Chargers are trying to get into better field goal range there, but they're going to be stopped cold for a no gain. 2nd and 10. That is dumped off to Hunter Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain there, and that's going to make it 3rd and short. That is going to be play action. And that is a sack by Reed. J.R. Reed comes in for the sack, and that's going to knock. I don't know that the Chargers had the leg. Not sure that Michael Badgley has that kind of leg. And in fact, the Chargers are going to punt. So what a sack there by J.R. Reed to knock the Chargers out of field goal range and to keep this score at 10-7. Jaguars going to start at the 14-yard line. Reichwell has his best run of the day. He has a first down and more. By far the best run of the day for the Jaguars and their offensive line. Good blocking there. 1st and 10. Chargers did a much better job that time on the run. It's going to force a 2nd and long here for the Jaguars. Under 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Play action by Minshew. He's going to scramble, and that is thrown to Josh Oliver, who makes a wonderful catch on the play action pass. And that is going to be a first down for the Jaguars nearing midfield. The security blanket for Minshew, Josh Oliver. The most exciting target is definitely DJ Chark Jr., but when it comes to needing a first down, Minshew often looks to Josh Oliver to get that done. This is going to be a pitch outside to Reichwell, and that is going to be sniffed out by the Chargers up front line, and that's going to make it 2nd and 10. No gain on that play. Minshew under center, drops back to pass. Looks like he's looking at slants, and he is met again by Joey Bosa for the 6th sack of the day. Joey Bosa having a career day today. Some players would love to have 6 sacks on a season. Joey Bosa has 6 sacks in the first 3 quarters. 3rd and long now for the Jaguars. Minshew looks like he's making a lot of audibles here at the line. Calling out his receivers to make a different route. And it's not going to matter because Joey Bosa's in for the 7th sack of the day for the Chargers. And they are all by number 97, Joey Bosa. And he looks like he is in the zone. This is the kind of game that Hall of Fame careers are based on. And that's going to force the Jaguars to punt once again. Let's see if they can get this punt and pin the Chargers. Logan Cook is unable to pin the Chargers, and that's going to be a touchback. And that's going to give the Chargers the ball at the 20. First down handoff to Eckler. He's got a nice pickup there. Probably about 5 yards. Give him 6. That's going to put Osweiler in the shotgun for 2nd and 4. And that's going to be jumped off to Hunter Henry for a first down. Good connection there from Osweiler to Hunter Henry. 1st and 10. Quick pass there to number 81 for the Chargers. That's Mike Williams for a pickup of 6. Here in the waning seconds of the 3rd quarter. Handoff to Eckler. And that's going to be a gain of probably 2 or 3. And that's going to give the Chargers 3rd and short. This could be the last play of the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Eckler. And he is not going to get it. A whole collection of Jaguars defensive linemen there to make the tackle. And we go to the 4th quarter. The Jaguars clinging to a 10-7 lead. No points were scored in that 3rd quarter as the defenses were stout on both sides. And that's going to force the Chargers here to punt. Matt Bashir kicks it into the end zone. And that's where the Chargers will take over with the touchback. First play is given to the fullback. Rodgers picks up several yards there to give the Jaguars 2nd and 7. Minshew sends the man in motion. It's going to be a pass. Minshew looks, dumps it off out to Reichwell. Reichwell makes a move. He worked hard to pick up those 3 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd and 4 as we have 6 minutes left to play in this game. The Jaguars up by 3. Be interesting play call here. Will they try to run, pick up the first down, or will they pass? They're going to get the Chargers to jump off sides. Great job there by Minshew to do the hard count, and he had the freedom to go deep. And I believe they will decline this penalty. Minshew was able to get Linval Joseph to jump off sides. Great job there by Minshew on the hard count. And they're going to decline that and have a first down at the 46. Nice job there by Gardner Minshew. 1st and 10 from the 46. Minshew back to pass. He's going to throw it. That is a completion to Josh Oliver. He makes a move, and he has a first down and more. All the way down to the 34-yard line. One of the best plays of the day for the Jaguars. Josh Oliver with another first down reception. Minshew put that ball right where it needed to be, and then Oliver makes a little move and takes a big first down here for the Jaguars, which puts them into Matthew McCrane's range. This could make it a 2-score game. First down and 10 for the Jaguars at the 34. Expect a heavy dose of running, I would imagine. Reichwell is stopped cold. That's a 3-yard loss, and that's going to make the field goal much more difficult for Matthew McCrane. That was a good play there by Ingram. We haven't called his name a lot today, so the Jaguars have done a good job of neutralizing him. But not neutralizing someone is Joey Bosa. That is his 8th sack of the day. 8 sacks for Joey Bosa. And more importantly, the Chargers have knocked the Jaguars out of field goal range. It's 3rd and forever, and it's going to be a screen pass, and Reichwell is not going to get anywhere, and he fumbles, and that is picked up by the Chargers, and they're going to run it back. That is Melvin Ingram III, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. The question was Armstead down, or are the Chargers going to take the lead on this fumble? We may need to see a replay to see if this is a fumble. It was a screen play. Armstead tried to make a move. He was knocked down. The ball came loose, and Ingram picked up the ball and took it all the way about to the 3-yard line, carrying that ball like a piece of fruit. But then Minshew tries to make the tackle, but he can't. We have to look at this. Can we challenge it? No, they're not going to let us challenge the play. So the question is, oh, thank goodness, the booth is going to replay this. The whole fate of this game rests on this call. Was he down or not? And the officials say he was down. And the Jaguars will be able to punt and try to pin the Chargers with just over 4 minutes to play. Huge call there, and that's why you have instant replay, to make those kind of calls. Cook does a better job of pinning the Chargers this time, and it's going to be at the 17. Took an unfavorable bounce there for the Jaguars. So, 4 minutes to go. The Chargers down by 3. So far, no points have been scored in this second half. That's a little screen to Eckler. He picks up 7 or 8 yards. That's going to make it 2nd and short here for the Chargers, with 3.5 minutes to play in the game. It's going to be a handoff, and that's going to be taken for a first down and more. Doug Martin on the carry. A good run there, and that's going to give the Chargers first down from the 39-yard line. Good play there by the Chargers. I think the Jaguars were expecting pass. This time it's probably going to be pass. Osweiler's in the shotgun. Single back. Scans the field. He's going to throw, and that was way off the mark. That might have been a miscommunication there with him and his receivers. That's going to make it 2nd and 10. Osweiler once again in shotgun. He's going to dump it off to Eckler, who makes a move, and he's going to be brought down after a pickup of about 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 4 with just 3 minutes to play in the game. This is going to be caught. First down. Keenan Allen. Who are you going to go to when it's clutch time? Keenan Allen for the Chargers. And it's 1st and 10 from the 44, nearing field goal range. There's another pass to Austin Eckler. And that's going to get the Chargers at the 40. That was a 4-yard pickup as we're nearing the 2-minute warning. Probably going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Empty backfield. Osweiler looking, not finding, and he's going to be brought down on the sack. Huge play there by Josh Allen. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. In a defensive battle here, 10-7 Jaguars. Can the Chargers get into field goal range here? Osweiler back to pass. He's looking. He's going to dump it off to number 80. That is Pierre Garçon. That would make it a 59-yard field goal. And they're going to attempt it. Can Michael Badgley make this kick? A 59-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it looks left, and it's going to be no good. No good. And the Jaguars will take over with 1 minute and 11 to go. And we can see Coach Mo on the sidelines telling his running backs to hold on to the ball. Jaguars probably looking to run here and burn the 3 timeouts that the Chargers have. First down to Reichwell. Picks up a couple, and the Chargers burn their first timeout. That's going to make it 2nd and 7 with 1 minute and 7 to go. Handoff once again to Reichwell. He's got a first down and more, and that's going to seal the game. The Jacksonville Jaguars have done it. Looking at the stat line, Gardner Minshew didn't do a lot, but he did just enough. 140 yards of passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Reichwell Armstead had tough sledding this day. He only picked up 32 yards on the ground. Josh Oliver, the offensive hero for today, 5 catches for 81 yards. DJ Chark had that one big reception early on for 49 yards. Days had the big touchdown reception in the end zone for the Jaguars on their lone touchdown near the end of the second quarter. Who would have known that would have been the only touchdown for the Jaguars this day? On defense, Henderson had 5 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. Jacobs led the team with 7 tackles and 2 tackles for loss. What a touching ceremony it was there at the end of the game to see the Chargers and Jaguars players praying in the middle of the field. A very moving scene, showing that football transcends. It's not just the wins and losses, but this is a brotherhood of people, and the Chargers understood that. And what a touching tribute for Ethan Cooper to see the Jaguars pick up their 3rd win of the season in his honor. Looking at a couple of upgrades here, it was great to see DJ Chark move up a point. He gained 3 on catching as well. That was a huge upgrade for the Jaguars. Other upgrades for the Jaguars. Ronnie Harrison goes up a point. He gets a point in run support. Actually, hybrid, excuse me. And that's going to put him up to a point to 72. And that 2 awareness is a really good thing there for Ronnie Harrison. And also our slot receiver, Colin Johnson, is going to go up a point. He's going to move up to a 68, which is a good thing to see. That +3 catching, also a welcome addition for Colin Johnson in the slot. Gardner Minshew is going to go up a couple points here, but watch this. From a 64, he's going to go up to a 66 with strong arm. And that was a big boost for Gardner Minshew. He gets a +1 on throw power. And finally, J.R. Reed. You remember he had that big tackle that put the Chargers out of field goal range. He gets +2 on main coverage and an additional sack point. So it's good to see these players leveling up. And finally, Daniel Thomas as well moves up. Moving on to the head coach approval ratings. This was a big win for the players. The players had +15 or -15 rating on this. And so we are going to go from a 30 to a 45 for the players. Well, a mixed bag for this episode. The tragic loss of a player that was a part of this team is hard to look past. But we did get a win at home, which gives us 3 wins of the season. We did say we were going to get no more than 4, so at least we are close to that goal. But thank you very much for watching this episode. A very close defensive struggle, but we did pull out the win. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Tell a friend what's going on here in Jacksonville. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.